What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Tone Nerds. Today, we are getting into LSL pedals. Let's check them out. Tone Nerds! All right, Ruben, today we have a special treat. LSL sent us a couple of their brand new line of effects pedals, and we get to check them out. So today we have the Lucid Overdrive, which is a Klon circuit overdrive, and we have the Vital Distortion as well. So Vital DS distortion pedal. LSL is primarily known as a guitar maker, and they make very high quality hand-built guitars, and they make them right here in the United States in California. You can do custom builds or you can do stock builds, but all of them are going to be super high quality. So that's kind of what they've built their reputation on, and they've been building since 2008. The effects pedal line, that's a new venture for them.
Very cool. Well, let's see how they sound.
Let's jump into first, Ruben. Let's check out the Lucid OD. So a little bit of info on the Lucid OD. It is their Klon circuit.
I do like Klons.
All right, before we get into pedals, Ruben, what are we working with guitar-wise here?
Today, I've got my Gibson Les Paul Tribute with some 70s era pickups from Gun Street Wiring.
So nice,
yes,
so nice.
Big fan.
All right, let's hear that clean tone. Sweet. All right. Well, let's kick on the Lucid here. Let's just start with everything at noon. Everything at noon. See what we're working with. Okay,
that's
got
nice.
it. Yeah, not
nice
bad, not bad. What do we got on the bridge pickup?
Yeah, bridge pickup.
Yeah.
Oh, that's got a nice growl.
Yeah. Okay, sweet. Let's see what the drive does. Let's dime it. I just want to see what it can do.
That
is nice. It's got a nice sustain to it. Yes.
That's not necessarily what I think of when I think of a Klon. It's nice.
They can cook,
they
man.
Can cook,
yeah. Well, let's do this. So this one interesting note about this tone knob is that it's actually a tone cut. So as you go up on it, it's going to remove that high end.
Interesting.
Yeah. So let's go. Let's start all the way down. I'm just going to sweep through it. All right.
Bridge pickup.
Yep. I actually like it wide open.
Yeah, I
with
like
the tone.
that.
Yeah, let's try it. 12.
Like
Keep playing. I'll just sweep.
Interesting.
Okay, yeah. Let's. I'm gonna leave it all the way cut, and I'm gonna take the gain all the way up.
That's a little bitey there.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, that's great. Wow.
Dang.
Dude, there's nothing like just a drive pedal through a Les Paul. It's just, gosh.
Yeah.
Makes you feel alive.
Yeah, it does. I think that's a great way to put it.
It really
makes
does.
you feel alive.
It just makes something inside you tingle, you know?
Yep.
Gosh, that's nice. All right, let's see what kind of low gain sounds we can get out of it.
I'm loving this so far.
I know.
Some of the Klon pedals that I've tried sometimes like squish a little bit, like they compress, which is cool in some instances, but like as you go up, if it's too squashy, it doesn't feel like a natural amp.
It's not as transparent, you know?
And that's what I like about a Klon is that it feels very natural and amp-like. And so if a pedal doesn't get that part right, then I'm like, it doesn't feel like a Klon.
Yeah, right. And I think one thing I really like about this and listening to it is the high end. I feel like some Klon circuits I've played kind of cuts off a little bit of the high end, and you can't really get it quite right with the tone knob. It just doesn't really adjust the right frequency. I like whatever frequency this tone knob is hitting.
Yeah, whatever it's sweeping is like right in the sweet spot.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's try it. So let's try it with low gain, and I'm going to try a tone all the way down. Oh my! I love that on the bridge pickup or on the neck pickup. I love it on the neck pickup.
But if I'm on the bridge, I rolled the tone off a little bit. A little bitey,
but if you roll off the tone a little bit, then I was thinking about Les Paul as you can do that.
I gotta say, considering that's it wide open, there's very few pedals where I'm like, there's anything usable with the tone knob all the way up.
Yeah, there's some sounds to be found at every point of this sweep. Let's try it halfway up. We're gonna try it at 12 o'clock on the tone.
I'm back to the neck pickup here.
Okay.
That's a very nice sound. What is that? That's at noon?
That's at noon. Let's go like let's go 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm always a fan of it just like slightly under, like tone knob slightly under noon.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, I like that.
That's nice too though. You know, honestly, I like it the best on the darkest setting. But I like the other one too. Like I said,
can we split the difference?
I'd be interested to hear on a single coil too. Yeah. So we tried it at 12 o'clock. That's a nice low gain sound. Let's hear the clean sound again though.
Yep. Again, this is the neck pickup.
I like that. That sounds great.
Can we hear just, I guess in this case, over noon?
Yeah. Yeah,
So
we'll do it like maybe
quarters.
like 1 o'clock, something like that. Okay.
I really like that.
That is nice. I am a fan. And another thing I like about it too is it's small. This is smaller than a standard pedal.
Yeah, I would say it's more like a. So if you're familiar with the Archer, which is another very popular clone, it's about the size of that.
Yeah, it's a little smaller than standard, which is nice because like most guitar players, every inch of real estate
it matters.
Is precious.
Yeah.
So to have a pedal that's a little bit undersized, that's actually really nice, and one that sounds killer too.
Yeah.
Even better. All right, so it sounds really great with some of those, the rhythm stuff you were doing, some of the open chords, but let's see what it sounds like with some lead lines. We're probably gonna need a little more gain for this. Let's go back to like our kind of 3 o'clock setting, like 12 o'clock on the tone, and let's see what we got here. That's it right there. I think when you have a lot of gain, I think at least if you're on the bridge pickup, you gotta warm it up a little bit. So I really like that about 3 o'clock there.
Yeah,
man, that
sounds really good.
So good. Yeah. Hey, kudos to LSL.
Yeah,
man.
they got that one right.
They got that one right.
Yeah.
Cool. So Ruben, let's change gears and let's talk about the distortion pedal here and get some sounds out of that. So,
oh boy. I like distortion.
Yes, sir. So the distortion pedal, it's got a 3-band EQ, bass, mid, treble. It's got a volume. It's got a gain. So let's do the same thing we did with the Lucid. Let's just take it up to like noon on everything and start from there, and then we'll explore the space.
Well, I got big hopes now after the last one. So.
Yeah, man, let's do it.
Here's clean tone. Bridge pickup.
Nice. Oh, by the way, we should mention we are playing through a Ruby, a UA Ruby, so Vox style amp. All right, here we go. It's pretty dark.
Yeah, it's pretty dark.
It's pretty dark for everything being at noon. Let's see.
Give me mid slightly below.
Okay. it. Yeah.
That feels a lot more natural.
Yeah. The only thing I worry about, here's my thing with the drive tones a lot of time. They can be very deceptive because you play them like by yourself right now and it's like, yes, that's just right. And then the band kicks in and it's like, where did my guitar go? I think that's kind of the thing you run into is like, you got to have some mids in there. So I don't know. Yeah. That sounds really good, but
now let's try it.
I'd be worried about that cutting through a mix.
You want to just above halfway on the mids? Let's see what that does.
Yeah, let's just play it. I'm just going to see what the mids do. Like what?
So I'll go back to the power chords.
Okay. Seems like it's more high mids. It's hitting. I like it though.
Yeah.
Okay.
And to your point, I think that's a good space for it because I feel like the upper mids is kind of where we see the guitar stick out in a mix a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, totally.
So whereas I like the way it sounds with the mids scooped out a little bit, I think with the mids in is very useful.
The highs are kind of weird to me as far as like the frequency it's adding, but the mids feel just right.
I always like the 3-band EQ on a distortion pedal. You can just play with the mids. That's always a really useful tool.
Absolutely. One thing we haven't tried yet is low gain. Let's see what it does maybe like at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, and we'll leave the mids up, and let's pump the volume a little bit. Let's add some low end in there.
What if I on the neck maybe?
Yeah.
Nice even sound.
I like that. Yeah, when you take that gain down, you better add some bass into it. Or
it gets a little thin.
Yeah, that's one reason I like having a 3-band EQ on a distortion is you can do some compensation there depending on how much gain you want. Yeah, so super useful.
Can we hear it in a lead line territory?
Yeah,
maybe gain it up just a little bit.
Gain it up a hair. Okay, got it. Yeah, let's go.
Let's see what we got.
Maybe like 2 o'clock. Let's keep some mids on there so it cuts.
What if we try it? Let me just dip
bring
the
treble down a little bit.
And on the neck,
I just really need some low end. I like it on the neck better. I feel like most of the sounds I'm hearing on this, I think I'm digging the neck pickup a little more, which is weird for a distortion pedal. But
I feel like there's some instances where like I might like the creaminess of the neck.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It was very creamy. I'll give you that. There was definitely a creamy flavor in there. I was digging it.
So being able to use the neck pickup and still cut through a mix is pretty neat.
What do we think?
I like it. I like it.
Heck yeah.
So thanks for watching another episode of Tone Nerds. We hope this was helpful.
That's right. And make sure to check out LSL Instruments, their line of guitars and pedals. And you guys have a great night.